Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. See if I can set this up. I always gotta set it up wrong. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome everybody to the Clay Talk episode 7, season 1, episode 7. Hope everybody doing all right on this this coming out of the quarantine jank. Hope everybody safe, out of harm's way. All the good stuff. Hope everybody all right. Cause it's kind of hectic out there, man. I know some of the places they open it up, but I just don't feel right going out there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Hey there, Auntie. Love you too. I just don't feel like going out there, man. There's so much stuff going on. Like they open it, they are opening up stuff, but I don't feel comfortable with going out there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It is what it is. I put it like this: if you go get it, you go get it. I feel it. If you go get it, if you go get it, you go get it. But it is what it is. But welcome to episode 7 of Clay Talk. Hello, everybody. Oh yeah, I did. I ain't really changed a bit, man. I ain't really changed a bit. I still got the same baby face as I did before, back in middle school, high school, elementary. Still got the same baby eye. Can't grow no beard, but it's all right though. What out there, man? We go talking about gapping you when I put my motor together. But like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and stuff like that. If y'all can, y'all appreciate sharing it if y'all wouldn't mind. If you're on my YouTube, can you share this live to anybody where you can. If you're not on my YouTube page, please subscribe to my channel, Mr. Impatient 2018. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is the Clay Crew. yeah. But yeah, man. Like I said, if y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Impatient 2018. Subscribe to my family channel, the Clay Crew. It's TheClayCrew. If I can't go live on Facebook, then I'll be end up going live on my YouTube. So just trying to follow me and stuff like that. What else? I'll be going live every Wednesday at 8:30. So we've been going strong for 7 weeks now. So this is episode 7. We've been going strong 7 weeks now. We get a lot of feedback from a lot of different people. Been getting a lot of different subjects and stuff like that. That's why I've been kind of like bouncing on different subjects, like the past video and the video before that. So I've been trying to bounce off different subjects where people send me. So today just gonna be basically I'm gonna be like probably bouncing around whole different subjects left and right. So just bear with me. For one, we're gonna talk about the pain, man. So a lot of people, they will push themselves to a certain limit and then they'll start feeling pain, and then they'll just want to quit on, trying to go forward or trying to push forward. A lot of so a lot of no, I won't touch. I won't touch. So a lot of people will, and this is with sports also. I know I was doing it when I was in high school, and like I said, if I knew the stuff that I knew now, if I knew this, then I would basically, still be. I've been pushing myself, the way that I am now, and it is what it is. But I didn't learn from my mistakes, and I'm well over what I'm doing now. So, and I'm actually in a good place in mind. Hey, Miss Hattie, I'm in a good place in mind where I'm at now, and I just, I appreciate it. If I didn't go through the stuff that I went through in the past, I wouldn't be where I'm at now, and right now in the present, which I'm grateful of what I had to go through. So, and I hope you get it. I hope you get it right, man. But so what I mean by pain is, like, when I was in high school and I was going through sports and stuff like that. Right in the middle where you kind of hurting and stuff, and you feeling tired, you feeling beat, you feeling overwhelmed with a whole bunch of stuff. You feel that pain to where you want to, quit and give up. And a lot of people quit and give up, especially at that, at that state in mind. Some people, keep pushing. That's why they end up going to college. That's why they end up going to the NFL or NBA, stuff like that, because they feel the pain and they get through the pain. You missed a lot, man. So they feel the pain and they get through the pain, but it's a lot of people that, once they feel that pain, they don't want to keep pushing through it. They just want to be like, all right, that's it, what it is. But you have to push through pain, period, because whatever happens, it happens for a reason. The Lord Himself don't make any mistakes. He's gonna put you through a lot of stuff that He knows you can handle. That's why He won't put more on you than you can bear. So as far as that, when you feeling pain and stuff like that, like, your mindset is the first thing to go. Like, your body don't be the first thing to go. Your mind will basically say, hey man, this is too much. You need to stop it, or hold off for it, or whatever. Your mind will make those decisions before your body do. So that's where it comes with, oh, my bad. So that's where it comes with, when a lot of people thinking, when it's a lot of pain, it's like, man, hey, I can't handle this. It's too much on me. But if you already going through the pain, you already going through the suffering, just keep pushing. Like, I'm telling you, every tunnel that you go through is always light on the other end. Don't matter if you going through a 200-yard tunnel or whatever. Every tunnel you go through is always light on the other end. Now, when you get to that light, it might be just a 200-yard, might be another tunnel. But every tunnel you go through has light on the end of it, and you just have to keep pushing and just overwhelm that pain. Like, each pain you go through, you go either come out of it bitter or come out of it better. You go either grow through it, or you just go through it. You don't never just want to go through pain. Like, you always, if you having pain, you want to grow through it. So when you come out on the other side, you won't be bitter. You'll be better than you went, to the, from the pain. But a lot of people will just stop when they feel that pain. A lot of people will stop, and that's where it comes in, to where when you trying to be successful and you get that first fail, it's like, oh man, what's up, man? It's like when you get that first fail, it's like, oh man, I don't want to do this no more. So a lot of people, like, that's what's in your mind. Like, you're like, dang man, I failed, and that actually hurts. that's what, you know, brings the pain, and that's what makes your mind, that's what have your mindset like, okay, well, you just failed, this is not, you know, this is not gonna work. So that's what I mean by that. But you have to think about it on the opposite side. When you was a kid, you know, you went through pain and you still, you know, succeed through it. Like when you first learned how to crawl, that wasn't pain, but you know, like it was, you was a baby, you was learning. So then exactly. So then, you know, once you, when you started walking, you know, you kept falling, but you kept getting up until you actually learned how to walk. It's another situation. Riding a bike. Um, I don't know anything about any situation, anybody else situations, but like we had nothing but, you know, like kind of dirt. So us learning how to ride bikes growing up, it was kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say difficult or hard, but it was kind of, you know, different than, you know, being in the neighborhood, and you know, you have a circle or dead end or whatever, and your parents take you out, and you know, you learn how to ride. You got your helmet, your shoulder, your elbow pads, your knee pads on, and your parents out there, you know, you learning how to ride on the street or whatever. It's easier that way. But when you fall, and you fall even with training wheels, um oh, by being successful, man, and being in progressing and moving, man. So when, like I said, when you as a kid, you know, you fall off the bike, or if you got training wheels on the bike, stuff like that, you keep pushing, and you succeed to having riding that bike without training wheels. You know, you riding that bike down the street, or you know, on the sidewalk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So as kids, you know, you don't think about that till when you get older as a grown up. You know, the first failure that you run into, or the first speed bump, or the first pain situation, like your first thought is to give up. But you're not thinking, you know, when you was a kid, you was pushing, even though you was failing, you still was pushing. You was failing at different stuff, but you still was pushing. You had a different, you made a different route or whatever, and you succeeded at that. But you know, as a grown up now, you don't think about none of that stuff that happened as a kid or stuff like that, because when you're a grown up, like, you know, bills come, different situations and stuff like that. So when you fail at something that you're trying to succeed at, that you like, and you know, that you're gifted at, once you fail, it's like, oh man, you know, forget this, you know. And it's like, I put all my money in this, and then, you know, I fell on it, so I can't get back into this same situation because I have bills, etc., etc. So that's why a lot of people, when they fail at their gift, it's like whatever. But like I said, man, you know, you have a gift, you gotta stay on it. You gotta just stay true to yourself, and you just gotta keep pushing. And if y'all watching this video, man, what up, LB? If y'all watching the video, can y'all share it, man? If y'all wouldn't mind. But like I said, like you just have to keep pushing, have to keep pushing, and you always wanna grow through the pain. You always wanna get better. You always wanna grow yourself, period, because you don't never wanna be where you wanna. You know, like last year, say if last year you made 60 grand or 60,000 the whole year. So this year your mindset should be, you know, it's not as far as a big goal, but your mindset should be as you know, want to progress your yearly earnings. So last year if you made 6 grand, a big goal wouldn't be, oh well, this year I want to make 80 grand. Like that's not too much of a big goal. If you can set yourself up from that November, that December, setting yourself up for the following year to depend, you know, to basically say, okay, this is what I'm going to do differently to make that extra 20, to make that extra 20 grand, then this is, you know, this is what I'm doing differently than what I did before. And so, you know, even if you have a goal, as in, for if I made 60 grand this year, I want to make 65 grand this year, you know, that $5,000 span is just like, you know, what do I need to do to, you know, push this $5,000 out so I can make 65,000 this year. And then when next year come, okay, I want to make $70,000 next year. What do I need to do to add, you know, some type of income to make this extra $5,000 a year? So like if you're doing something, you know, real, like if you have a gift and you doing something, go baby. Okay, baby.
Hi y'all. Shout out to my daddy.
Go ahead, baby. Close the door. So if you're doing, you know, your gift, say your gift is, I have no clue, like cutting hair or something like that. So say if, you know, you giving $5 $10 haircuts. So say if, you know, you starting to spend and people, you know, people know you cutting hair and stuff like that. So say you cutting five people, you know, 5 people hair a week. Now you cutting, you know, 10 people hair a week. So you looking at $10 a haircut. You cutting 10 people, so that's $100. So then next week, you know, those 10 people, they tell, or each say 10 people, say each person tell a person. That's next week. That's 20 heads. So that's 20 heads times $10. That's 200. So you know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it as in like that. And like this situation that we have now with the corona and stuff, like this, when you come out of this whole situation, this whole ordeal, you should be a better person. The reason is because you got so much time to, you know, think what you need to do. You got so much time on your hands. You know, you don't have too much, you know, outside situations. You can actually key on some of your stuff. So when you come out this epidemic, you should have a better, you know, better idea of what you want to do, how you're going to make your situation better, like all kinds of different stuff, because you don't want to come out this epidemic and still be the same, you know, person that you went in it. Like you want to grow from this. Like I think we've been shut down since April. I think a little bit before April, if I ain't mistaken. So I think around like end of March. So think by the end of March, if I ain't mistaken. I think end of March, middle of March, or whatever. But like you wanna, you know, we've been shut down for so long. Other months, I mean, other places, I think they've been closed a little longer than that. But you know, the time that you have been closed and have been basically not indoors, but I mean, you know, quarantine. But like when we come out, you should be a better person. You should you know, think about what needs to be done. What could you do better? Different source of income. You know, find out to be financial stable. Like you want to do different things to where you're not doing the same thing that you was like. If they had this corona and the shutdown and everything, and now you was worrying about, you know, how can you pay bills and stuff like that when you're not working and stuff like that, then when basically that shutdown happened, like you should have been already thinking, okay, well, when we get out of here, this epidemic, this is what I'm gonna do better this time. So if this happened again, I will already know what needs to be done and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by that. A lot of people don't understand where when it happened, you know, a lot of people panic, a lot of people stopped buying stuff because they were so worried about, you know, money wise. And if you basically was already living like a good life, then if it would have shut down, it wouldn't be so, oh, well, you know, I'm not spending this, I'm not spending that. Like basically you still have to live your life. I mean, yeah, you know, is corona going around, but that it was already here last year, and a lot of people don't understand that. That's why, like I said, that's why it's called COVID-19, because a lot of people, it was already here in 2019, but it just came huge, you know, in 2020. So a lot of people goals had got put on hold. A lot of people was, you know, frightened. A lot of people was worried to, you know, fail. What about if I take this money here and put it on this, and I still got bills to pay, blase, blase. Like, it's stuff that you have to, think about before you actually, do it. Like a lot of people, like I said, I was talking about stock on my last, I don't want to say last episode, episode before that. I was talking about stock, and a lot of people didn't know that you can get into, stock, easy stock. And when the stock actually, it didn't crash, but when it went down, like stock was dirt cheap. And it was dirt cheap, but people was worried of spending their money because they is all they had. So they was worrying about spending that money, not putting it in stocks and stuff like that. But like I said, this whole era, you should be coming out of it as a better person because you was already already was basically in an enclosed trailer. So now you had time to sit and think, try to figure out the situation, trying to figure out, what gift do you have. And like I said, your gift is the least amount, is the best thing, is the thing you do the best with the least amount of effort. That is your gift. If you don't know what that is, I can't tell you what your gift is. But your gift is the best, is the thing that you do the best with the least amount of effort. So I mean, I have no clue of what what you do, what people do. Me personally, I like to make videos. It's a good thing to do. I'm a fool on camera. I don't think I ain't really showed too many people, but I'm a fool on camera. My girls love the camera. As you can see, I have the camera rolling all the time. Well, when I be in the office here, they know that I'm gonna have the camera on. So they always come in here and they always say something. So that's what I mean by if I just like enjoy recording. Then I enjoy racing. So that's just I just want to do stuff that I like, that I enjoy. So and like that's it's just a lot, man. And a lot of people, like I said, since you was a kid, you had that sense of urgency to keep pushing yourself. As you're adult, you just that urgency just ran out. Like it just, I don't know how. It's just, but like I said, it's with everybody. But everybody will have to dig down deep to find that urge. Not everybody can find that urge, and I mean, it is what it's not. It is what it is. But it's up to you to actually push yourself to reach that breaking point that you want to reach. To keep going. If you fail one time, you just keep pushing. You always got to just keep pushing. Like nobody will do the work for you. Like nobody will get you, nobody will get you in a successful position. Nobody will, hold your hand and be like, hey, walk down this path to success. It's not gonna work like that. Like if you fail one way, you gotta find a different path and you just gotta keep going. Like that's all it is. Like you have to just keep pushing, like point blank period. Like don't let nobody stop you from, reaching your dream. You might not reach your dream, next year, the following year, 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. But don't give up on your dream. Like that's just one thing. Like you don't give up on your dream. Like I don't know why. Like a lot of people will have a path to their dream, but something jump in their path and they blocking their path, is like it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of them finding a different path to get to the same dream, they just stuck on that one path. And if somebody's blocking that one path, it's like, all right, whatever, it is what it is. And that's a lot of people mindset. A lot of people think like that, which I don't. I was like that at one time, and when I started seeing, stuff started failing and stuff, that's why I was like, nah, I gotta do something else. So that's why I went and I did, different, I went different ways to actually, live a better life, and that's what I went and did. A lot of people's not doing that. Like I said, once they go through one situation and they fail, it's like, they just throw the towel in. It's like, all right, it is what it is. I'm not going to get to my goal, so hey, I might as well quit. And then on the opposite side of that, you fail, then you hear somebody in your ear, I told you it wasn't gonna work. Like, that should push you to prove them wrong. Like, oh man, this dude in my ear like saying it wasn't gonna work. Now I'm about to really show him. Now I'm about to really go hard on something else. You know, it's like something that you love, not just you want to go hard on something because you want to prove to this guy, like, you know, or this girl, like, hey, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget what you're saying. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to do something that you love and doing because you will enjoy it a lot better, and the product or the content will be a lot better than you just doing it just to prove a point. So, like I said, you have to find your gift, you have to find your passion, and you have to find your reason. Those are like, you know, basically passion and gift is basically the same thing. So, but you have to find that reason. I mean, it's that's all I can say. Like, you gotta find that reason, because without that reason, then your passion won't be strong enough, and you just keep losing. Like, you know, you'll in 2020 you'll follow your passion, and then if it don't happen because then you just gonna quit because your reason not strong enough. So you be like, all right, well, I just do it. Start back over in 2020. So I mean, that's 2 years down the line. So now you just lost 2 years. So it's just like your reason got to be 100% full in effect of what you want to do with your passion. And my reason is because I have everybody looking up to me. I got my mom, I got my grandma, I got my wife, I got my kids, I got my sister, my brother, my nieces, my cousins. I got everybody looking up to me. That's why I go hard the way I'm going. And it's just that's it. Like, really, that is all that my eyes a little red. But that is all, man. It's just, that's all it is to it. But that's all the little talk that I had today. So who all coming to Cars and Coffee? Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee. Let's see here. Oh, but yo, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Cook. Hey, man, we go get these W's, man. Go get these W's, man. Gotta get these W's. Oh, you know you coming, man. Don't be acting like that, Trav. You know you coming, man. You might as well come on. Mine ain't got a race for you, but you might as well come on, man. You might as well come on. About to get the check. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. Ghost go run the demon over. Go flatline that man. Flatline. But yeah, it's and like I said, the most common thing for people to have is time, man. Everybody got time. The millionaire that wakes up on the other side of the world has the same 24 hours that you have. So you can't, like Bill Gates, wake up, got the same 24 hours. Steve Harvey wakes up, got the same 24 hours. Oprah wakes up, got the same 24 hours. Kirk Franklin wakes up, got the same 24 hours. Like, everybody that, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, like, everybody have the same 24 hours that you have. So that's not, that's not an excuse. Like I said, and then if you 60, you still can be successful. Steve Harvey wasn't successful until he was 30. Colonel Sanders, he wasn't successful until he was like, I think he 60s, 70s, or something around like that. So, like, age is nothing. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm too old to follow my dream because, it's blase. But that's a lie. Like, I'm serious, man. Like, you can't let age stop you from following your dream, from doing what you want to do. Like, is nowhere possible. Like, honestly, I'm gonna keep going till the wheels fall off, because I have a goal that I want to meet. I have a goal that I want to meet, and I'm pushing myself to do it. And I push my wife to follow her dream, follow what you want to do, stuff like that. And that's me. Like, I don't want you to, punching somebody else's clock and you don't want to be there at work. Just, hey, follow your dream, follow what you want to do. Like, if you want to do something different, follow it, go ahead, do it. Like, if you working a 9 to 5 and you hate going to that mug, then hey, maybe that's not the 9 to 5 that you like, doing. Like, I mean, but on the opposite side of that, if you follow your dream, you have to believe in yourself first. That's number one. You have to believe in yourself first before you even, before somebody else is believing you. You have to believe in yourself first. And that is what I'm ending on. But if you ask it, if you believe it, ask it, you receive. Ask, believe, and receive. That's all I gotta say, y'all. Be out.